Welcome to the Gag Is podcast with me, your host, Charlie Shantae, where I share the roller coaster of my life, the highs, the lows, and everything in between. After becoming a teen mom at 14 and a widow by the age of 21, it's a journey filled with tears and laughter, reminding you that even in the toughest moments, there's hope. The gag is, life may be unpredictable, but it's always worth living. Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of the Gag Is podcast. I am your girl Charlie Shantae, and y'all see something a little different on the screen today, right? Y'all see a little eye candy on the screen today, right? All right, we're gonna get into that, but before we get into it, y'all know I always gotta give y'all my spiel. Y'all ain't leaving no reviews, so I ain't got. I lie, I do got something I can read y'all. My other bestie, she left me a message, so let me read what it is she wrote me, but I need y'all to leave them reviews for your girl. She said, so this is about an episode I did a couple weeks ago. She said, very important topic, glad you are speaking on it. Go best friend, that's my best friend. The Gag Is podcast has deeper topics so far. So if y'all have been a day one, then you know, then I had unpredictable lifestyle. So now we've transitioned over to a more grown up episode podcast type of situation. She said that this has deeper topics so far. You're still hilarious, but don't get me wrong, but it's just different and in a good way. I'm so freaking proud of you. So happy that I get to call you my BFF. Well, thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate that. And like I always say, if you have not already, go and like on Apple or Spotify. Make sure you hit the download and subscribe. That way, when a new episode comes out, you'll be one of the first to know. All right, without further ado, y'all, I'm so excited. Y'all always hear me talk about my TNT. Well, today I got one of my T's. I was like, should I write him an intro or should I just wing it? So I think I'm gonna wing it because if I wing it, it's gonna be way much more genuine. Um, this dude has been my man. We've been rocking for about 17 years, like since we were young.
A
I'm
minute.
talking a minute. And when I tell you we have highs, lows, I don't think that there's anything that we have like not been through together.
Man.
And it has been a roller coaster, but nonetheless, we have never given up on each other. We are all we got. So y'all, welcome my best friend Tarvis to the show. Welcome, bestie.
What's good? What's good? Appreciate you for having me on here.
Oh, you know I had to have you on here because it's one thing when you have a show and you talk about a serious topic and it's just female oriented. You just have a female version, but now I get a good male version and I know it's a good ass perspective from a man. First, let me say happy Veterans Day to us cuz that's where we met, y'all. We met in 2006 in
What's
Texas.
good?
Oh my God, seems like so long ago. Oh my God, that's so long ago. We was young, y'all, like
Young,
young.
wilding.
Ye-
Ooh, we.
Listen, that's a whole nother episode. When I tell y'all I fight about this one right here, I've already proven it.
Man.
I've already proven it. So he ain't never gotta worry about if I got his back because I had to burn that dress after that night because that every time I wore that dress we anyways that's an entire differently episode. But today the way we coming, y'all, we are
Mm,
coming. We're talking about a little something serious, and I felt like it's a good time to drop this type of an episode because not only is it Veterans Day, But community, the power of a community, how you can have a supportive community, and things like that, and how it can get you through some challenging times. Like I said, we were both in the military. If you're familiar with the military community, then you know that you're away from home, you ain't got nobody, and you kind of have to rely on the people that you are around to become your family, to become your support system. And I don't even know how me and you met. I think it was when I stayed in the apartments. I stayed in the one building and Perry stayed in the other building. I think that's how we met.
Yeah, because they was finna get ready to go out, and I came over there. They was finna go to the club.
Y'all want to anyway, that's a totally different episode. But yeah, so we met then, and then like we have been inseparable pretty much since then. And like we're both married at the time, and it was a lot going on. Like I said, we were young, and we kind of were like all we had. And I don't even know how we ended up getting so close. Like I want to say like like we were cool, and then my husband died, and y'all, he was like the one of the first people to know. Like that's a different episode too, but he was like one of the first people to know. So I also felt like he would be good for this episode because he like became like somebody. Like I had my girlfriends, but like I had him too. And before y'all start asking and assuming, no, we never dated. Let me just throw that out there before y'all start running rampant with y'all lies and stuff like that. But um building a community, you got to kind of analyze who you have around you, in order to build a community. And I say at that time, like before my husband died, like when we all met, it was like college. Like we just all met and we're like, oh, okay. And then we got cool, and then we just all hung around each other, and we like eventually became each other's support system because like that next year y'all deployed.
Hmm.
And so when it comes to building a community, what do you think is something that's important, like that a person or individual should have? Like what kind of traits you think they should have when you're deciding whether or not you should let this person be a part of your close community?
I'm saying, like, I think for me, I think it's just different because of my job. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's job in the military it ain't the same, so your
Right.
interactions with everybody ain't gonna be the same. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And then straight from coming from where I came from, if you 100 with me, then I'm gonna be 100 with you. And that's kind of how I
Right.
look. I kind of gravitated. I would say kind of to what I was used to. You know what I'm saying? Seeing how
Mm.
everybody see, watch how everybody do, how they act and shit like that. But eventually, even if they wouldn't form your background, you still met some genuine people, and they showed it.
Right.
Just by
Right.
talking to them, you can tell like everybody got different backgrounds, everybody grew up different. But when you start to get that deployed and all that stuff, I think with me it was just if you keep it 100 with me, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. If you show me that you gonna have my back before we even deployed, that right there told me a lot. You know what I'm saying? So if you got my back before we deployed, whether it's me getting into it with a NCO or me getting into it with somebody in the club, if you showed me that I got your back, then shit, I'm gonna have your back regardless. You know what I'm saying? So
Right, right. And I think like it's weird because like the relationship that me and you have, like I've never been that cool with a dude. And I like cause like your job, and I'm like, oh, he just a hard ass, like he probably mean. And then like when I got to know you, I was like, this dude
mhm.
is really nice.
That's the
Like
thing.
like
I
he's
don't know.
really nice.
Probably because and I'm still like that today, just quiet.
Yep.
I don't need to do all that talking. I see what you're doing. I see how you acting. Then okay, you see how I'm acting. I guess I'm just more of an observer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
reserved to everybody. I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna chill, and then right then I just can see who I can fuck with, and that's how it was.
Yeah, like it's crazy. And like when I tell y'all we had a crew, we had a crew. Like we probably had easily 10 of us. Easily. And it's crazy. So story time, y'all. So it was you, let's see, you, P. So it was like five guys that Tarvis used to always hang with. And then there was four or five girls that I used to hang with. And crazy enough, a few of like in some capacity, some of the girls ended up dating the guys and vice versa. And a couple of them ended up having kids. So our group is real weird. Like we hung together that close that we was starting families together, literally. Oh Jesus, I'm gonna have to do a freestyle episode, like a bonus episode, and post it like on Patreon or something because that I'm gonna have to do a Patreon. We're gonna have to do a Patreon series because ooh
Yeah,
wait,
uncut, yeah, cause yeah,
that's not just information we could just put out here on these people's internet. Whew. Back to what we was talking about, but quantity over quality. I'm nope. That's all wrong. Quality over quantity. Because you can have 100 people around you, but if everybody ain't loyal and everybody ain't true, like what's good of having 100 people around you and only two or three of them, only two or three of them is good. Because I think for everybody that we hang with, we, I talked to maybe one or two people. You remember Goodrich, the white chick we used to hang with?
yeah,
Like, I'm gonna see her in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna see her in a couple of weeks. Like, and I haven't seen her since 2009. But I talk to her all the time. But so I would say out of everybody that we talk to, like you probably the only person that you and her are probably the only people I talk to on a regular out of like everybody. Like I talk to everybody every once in a while, but like on a continuous 3 to 4 times a week, it's you and
yeah,
her.
yeah. The only other one I hit up is P, and I hit her, and we hit up each other like every now and then. So, but he the only other one I talk to.
Right. I mean, like that's crazy because like we were all this tight knit group, and then deployment comes, and y'all are deployed. I'm dealing with my husband dying, and it's kind of like I ended up getting a different support. I wouldn't say different support group, but while y'all were gone, like I ended up with a different group of friends,
Mhm.
that I'm still cool with, but it's like I rarely talk to them like anymore. It's kind of like when you build a community, it seems like sometimes you build a community of people and they're only around for a season. And it's like you
Mhm.
don't really get those people that are there like long term. Cause I was sitting here thinking, I was like, dang, like who like me and T been friends for like a long time. I'm like, I can only think of one other person that I've been friends with longer than that. And I think I've been friends with her for like almost like 23 years. But I don't even really talk to her like that. But I mean getting a support group is hard. And I feel like today it's even harder because you don't know who's fake, who's not, and who who out there for clout or like who trying to use you to get like ahead.
And that's why I only fuck with one person. I don't got time for
Me?
that. I don't got time. I'm saying, but I'm saying here, in
Right.
Texas, Texas
Right.
only fuck with one person. I don't
Mm-hmm.
got time for that. I don't got time for that.
And it's crazy that you can't like there's so much going on in the world, and I think that a lot of people will be so much better if their support system was solid. Like if their support system was solid, I think they would be they would be so much better. They would probably feel so much better. They would be able to cope a lot better
Yeah.
than what they coping, because now people are starting to realize that the people that they thought they was cool with, they they start going through something and they fall off.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. And you know, being in the military taught us a lot. A lot. Uh and then now here we are, what, 17 years later, and you know, started from the bottom, now we here. So I think today, I think one lesson people could learn today is that you can have all these friends. I compare it to like Instagram. People got all these tens of thousands of followers on Instagram, but how many of them people gonna actually show up for you when you need it?
About one or two.
Because
Yeah.
I talked about how when I was starting this podcast, I text you and I said, "T, I want to start it, but I don't think I can do it." And what you tell me?
Shit, fuck that. Do what you do. Go ahead. You don't need them motherfuckers.
And I was like, and it's crazy because as many people as that rooted me on, like the few people that I told, and then when I finally launched, like it was like, oh my god, I'm so happy for you, da 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 da, not knowing that I can see the logistics of the show, and all the people that said they was gonna support me or that they support me are not. Like I can see the logistics behind it, so it's like, why lie? Why lie? Keep it 100.
That's what it is. A lot of people don't know how to keep it 100. They want to do that 99, 100. You know what I'm saying? They want to be 99%. They want to be have your back, but that 1% they don't want it. They don't want to do the 100. I don't understand. If
I
you
don't
if you
either.
gonna if you gonna rock with me, rock with me. If you don't, then don't. You know what I'm saying? If it's something that me and you can help each other out, then just tell me. Just be 100 with me. Look, I see you doing this. I see you doing that. How about we help each other up and we raise each other up? You know what I'm saying? Let's build off of this. If we go our separate ways, we go our separate ways. Cool. You know what I'm saying? But right now, for this time, you know what I'm saying? Let's rock with each other and let's get each other's up. People don't want to do that.
Don't nobody want to do that. They want to be there when the good is good, but when the bad get bad sometimes. Because I mean, ain't nobody gonna never just have like just consistent good. You gonna hit some lows, and when you hit them lows, that's when you gonna find out who your real friends are. And I wish I could tell the old me that. Like that's cool. Like because like when I go back and look at it, I'm like all of these people, said that they were like, say, since we're talking about military, so like after my husband died, all these people, if you ever need anything, I'm here for you, I can blah, 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 blah. And about 3 months later, when none of these people nowhere to be found.
Mhm.
Nowhere to be found. And ironically, some of them found me on Facebook and was like, "Oh, you're doing good," or "How you doing?" or "I see you moved out of Texas." And it's like, yeah, they're like, "Why did you move out of Texas?" I'm like, "Because I was tired of being a widow." Like, what do you mean? Like, living in Texas, I was just known as a widow. I moved somewhere where nobody knew me so I could start my life over. It don't mean I ain't a widow no more. But I didn't have no support there. So if I'm going, why live somewhere that I don't want to be and not have no support when I can move somewhere where I'm happy and free and still not have no support?
Mhm.
Like I came here, I started I actually moved here and created a much better, much stable
Mhm.
community, a community of people that I needed, not people that I wanted around me. I think people sometimes get confused. They know who they want around them, but they don't know that that's not who they need. A lot of
Mhm.
yes men's and women's around here.
I had some of them too.
I mean, I mean, do you? But when your community ain't around you no more, don't get on social media blasting them because
That's it.
they showed you who they was.
I don't be understanding that. I don't understand, and that's another thing. I don't understand why people get on social media and then they put something out there. And
Mm-hmm.
look, and everybody, you can hate me if you want to. If you one of my friends and I just scroll on your page and I see something that you put on there, if I comment on there, don't get mad at what I say because you put it on there for
Right,
everybody to see. You put it on
right,
there for everybody to see. So don't get mad
right,
for what's the comments that's going on there. You know what I'm saying? But it is
right.
what it is. Either you're gonna respect what they say and move and keep it pushing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just I don't know. I jump on social media. You see me. I get on there every now and then. I don't really post nothing, but if I'm posting something on there, it's hitting home. That means somebody to push the button or something. So
And if y'all are friends with him and if y'all ever see him reference the big homie, it's me. It's me. I'm just gonna let y'all know that it's me. But yeah, like don't you like I said, you put your business out here and then you get mad when your friends don't defend you. I'm not defending that bullshit. I am not defending it. Like if it's something worth defending, I'm gonna defend it. But 9 times out of 10, you posting, I call it a clickbait. You posting a clickbait. So whatever come with that, you gonna have to eat. I'm not gonna defend that. Like you can call me a bad friend for saying that, but I can't defend no foolery. And then when you start posting foolery, it's gonna make me look at you and go, is this somebody that I really need in my circle? Is
and that's
is, is this is this really somebody that I need? Because how the saying go, oh, such and such was talking about you. Instead of telling me what such and such was talking about me, what did you do to defend me?
hey, they ain't ready for that.
I mean, we these episodes about to get deep, and like I was telling my best friend Nikki, I say some things is about to get said because I never use this platform to downplay nobody and talk down on nobody, but I will use this platform to tell my truth.
Mm,
And some feelings is gonna get hurt because so many times people telling my story and I'm tired of you telling my story. I let me tell my story now. I mean, because community, people supporting, call it what it really is. Are you really in my community to support, or are you in my community to hate?
mm. And that's another thing. And this is another thing. What I don't be understanding. Just like you said, all them people gonna be there for you when you supposed to get out. 20 years, 20 years, and I don't really talk to hardly anybody. Oh, we got your back. 20 years in the military. That's a long time to be, and that's a lot of people you have became friends with.
Oh
You
yeah.
what? And where they at now? But it's cool. But I'm Gucci. We always gonna
But
be.
when they do show up, when they do show up in your inbox, long time no see. Hey, I got this gig that I'm working on. They always gonna try to sell you something, but it's never a, hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Everything good with you? Like we were in a profession that unfortunately um that has a high suicide rate. And so community is big because we've lost a lot of we've lost a few folks, and it's just a matter of you know checking on people. Like, you can check on them every once in a while, but you see they start posting different, you see they start moving different, check in a little bit more on them because you never know, your one message may be life changing for them. Like, oh, somebody do care, you know and like I said, when people see that people ain't popping, they like, oh, I ain't gonna talk to them. They ain't got nothing for me. But you really don't know.
Yeah, yeah. They don't.
But
Veterans, retirees, shoot, people just coming in the military, man. It's a lot. It's a lot, and
they
they'll
don't
be
they
on.
don't understand. They need a community. Cause sometimes y'all miles and thousands of miles away from y'all family, and you got to have somebody, not just going to get anybody. You got to have somebody that that's gonna be there for you, that's gonna look out,
Mhm.
for you. So you got to be careful how you treat people, cause
It's
the
always,
person that you mistreat might be the person that stand up for you the most.
mhm. And it's always, I don't care. It's always that one person that don't want to see you doing good. Always that one person, and they the ones that gonna be trying to take you off your game at doing whatever they can do. Just and it's out there. And if you're going through something in the military, and it's that one person, and that one person is gonna be the one that be in your ear all the time. And people don't understand, man. And then especially with certain MOSs too, combat arm MOSs, and
Mm-hmm.
those, y'all, it be a lot.
It definitely. It definitely, and it's always that one person, like you said, it's always that one person that's around you, and it's always somebody that's close to you, which make it even worse because it's somebody that you can confide in, but this whole time that you confide in them, they like, let me just put this in my memory because this is
Mhm.
it's like it's turning into ammo for them. You know what I'm saying? And which is crazy, which is real crazy that people even act like that. Like I don't get it because like I treat people the way I want to be treated. And the fact that everybody does not live by that model, that is just
Mhm.
crazy.
That's crazy. That's what everybody say when everybody see me. When Miller, I guess I just have that kind of look. I just look serious all the time, 24/7. But after you get to know me, you see I'm just chill, laid back. Shit, let's go have a little
Same
bit
with
of
me.
fun. I ain't finna get a little too crazy. I'm getting too old for this, but we finna turn up a little bit where we go at. You know.
Facts. Facts. They said that about me at work. They was like, "Oh, we thought you," and I said, "That's your, yeah, you thought." That's what you get for thinking. And they were like, "Cause you just quiet and you stay to yourself." Well, what else am I supposed to do? I am at work. Ain't I supposed to work?
Uh,
Ain't I supposed to work? What else do you want me to do? I don't want to say I think probably the military is probably from my perspective. Like there's other, like law enforcement and stuff like that. But I think in the military, I think you spend so much time with those people that, they
mhm.
almost become like family.
And that's whether you deployed or whether you back in the states. You on the
Yeah.
clock 24/7. On the clock 24/7.
24/7.
So I don't care if you ain't in the field, if you back in the garrison area, whether you're an NCO or a soldier, you're gonna be on staff duty at least once or twice a month or something like that. You're gonna be on there at least once a month or every other month if you're a soldier. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? NCOs, you might be on there more. So you're gonna be spending a lot of time with these people. And that's just how
Mhm.
you get to know them. That's why I say that and say you
Yeah.
when you with these people and you learning them and you seeing what they are and how they act and how they go about their everyday life, you learning from them. You learning about them.
Mhm. Mhm.
Especially as an NCO, you got to learn your soldiers because you can't train everybody the same way.
Mhm.
You can't talk to everybody the same way.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's when you learning about your soldier. You know what I'm saying? But some people just got one way of thinking of mind, and they just gonna yell at this soldier all the damn time. And guess who's gonna be that soldier you yelling at all the damn time? That one soldier that's thinking about suicide. And
Yep.
everybody see how they come all back around? It's crazy.
It's very crazy. I'm glad that I have this platform now to kind of it's not big right now and we ain't reached a lot of people now, but in due time, I know that these messages will start reaching who they need to reach. I Because I just see so many people that just they don't have a community around it. And I'm like, dang man, like if you just had like the people around you, some just like solid people around you, like you would be so much better. Just so much better. And it's just like I just want to help everybody, but I know like it's not my place
Mm-hmm.
to to help everybody. And it kind of sucks because it's kind of like you be like, dang, like I just want everybody to be like me, like just help everybody, like be there for everybody. But you know like you say, I mean, some people, they just don't get it, or they have ulterior motives. But moving right along, the benefits of having a support system, I mean, hell, everything. But better well-being, I mean, there's a lower chance of you having chronic diseases and different stuff like that. Better coping skills, this is something I definitely needed. Oh my god, like the period of time that you from there to now, oh my god, like I am a totally different person.
I know I'm a
um
totally different look. Ooh, yeah, I'm totally
listen
different person. I still
listen
got
had
some of
y'all
my
caught
weight, but I'm
us
a totally different person.
about 10 years ago, whew, this would be a whole different conversation. Totally different conversation. I, I would even say 5 years ago, honestly. We've come a long we've come a long
I'm coming
way.
that way, yeah.
Whole long ass way. Healthier life, which is good because at one point in time, y'all, we co-ran a Instagram page. What's the name of that? Military but fit.
Yeah, military, but yeah.
Is it still active?
Mm-mm.
Oh, so we had that page, military but fit. It probably could have turned into a good thing, but we were just at a point in our lives that we just didn't have. This was pre-COVID. That was pre-COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like 2019 probably. We had a good thing going, but things, life be lifing, and life start lifing. We start going through some things. T start going through some things, and our focus just
started
wasn't
cutting
there at
stuff.
the moment.
All this, yeah, it was just, yeah, it was a lot.
That it, you
Retirement
had,
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah, it, yeah, my boy, you was in a whirlwind. You was in a world, and yeah, I had started going to world and being in a whirlwind too, because that's when uh me and old buddy broke up. Yeah, oh, let's not go there. And then a reduction in mental health issues such as depression, anxiety, and stress, which we mentioned already. It's a big thing because we just came out of a time where we were literally isolated in a house, and I think during COVID, I think that was the time when people needed a community the most, because
Mhm.
you got people that thrived on going outside, to deal with
Yeah,
these issues, and then they got put in a house and their depression got worse. And even though I had a community, my depression got worse during that time. I ended up gaining like 65 pounds. I'm not fat, y'all. Don't listen and be like, damn, she gained 65 pounds. She fat. No, because I was small. I was super small. And here it is. Uh COVID officially ended this year. Yeah, they officially ended the endemic this year, in May. Was it this May or last May? But it's ended within the last year, and like I am just now starting to dig out. Like people are just now starting to dig and find their way out, and like I said, even though I had a community, I wasn't utilizing my community the way that I should have. Like I'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I wasn't actively saying, "Hey, I need help.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
need
like me,
help."
I was fine. I'm fine with being by myself, so it didn't really bother me none.
It
You
didn't
know,
really bother you. I think because that's your job. I think your job, you was by yourself so much that when you had to be, it didn't bother you. But some people like me who was still like actively going out doing stuff, I was like, you want me to do what? Be in where? For how long? Like I'm on house arrest? and you was over there just
but at the time, I really wasn't working either because I was about to retire. So I was
oh,
working like once or twice a month or some shit like that. So I wasn't really going to work. So I was just chilling at the house.
yeah.
I was fine with it.
Was you back in Texas? No.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah,
was back.
you were back in Texas. I had to remember because you was here, there, and everywhere like Dr. Seuss. It's hard to keep up.
Mhm.
But yeah, so those. What's up?
Yeah, I was back in Texas then because I was
So
about
yeah,
because I was ready to goddamn retire,
yeah. We
and I
still ain't
wasn't.
had your retirement party.
I got drunk. That was about it. I got drunk that night.
I
Shit, I
said
still
we.
got a bottle that somebody gave me from retirement, and that's one of the people that's still here that I talk to. Everybody else that's here, I don't talk to them, but two people.
I was just getting ready to ask you that. How many of them people from your retirement is still around?
One.
That's crazy.
And both of them, so
That's great.
the dude that I always hang with, then the other dude, he about to medical retire. And me and
Mm.
him keep in touch, but it's only two people.
That's crazy. So you see, y'all can start out with a whole heap and plethora of people, but when it come down to it, it's like that game. Like everybody start off at the same line, and they be like, take a step forward if.
Mhm.
Then you take a step forward, and then you done took 4, 5 steps forward, and you look around. It's only one other person with you. You like, oh hey, like, and then you look around. You like, where's everybody else? Like, hello. Like, and they just back there. They ain't making no effort to come forward. They like, I'm good right here, but let you do something good. They gonna
And
be
I'm
right there. Be like, boy.
and I'm that type of person. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. So if you be that person that want to reach out to me when I'm doing good, I'm gonna know that shit. If you that type of person that listen, no, if I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. That's just point blank. Period. It is what it is. Whether you're in the military, out the military, that's how it is. If I tell you I don't fuck with you, I can walk and see you. We can be eye to eye. I'm gonna just keep walking. I can't do it.
These is facts. These is facts. So let's go ahead and get into because I already see like I was like I'm gonna tap him for 1 or 2 episodes, but I see that I'm gonna have to tap you for a couple of more episodes than that, um, because having a view from y'all having a male point of view is so different, and then like I said, this is from somebody that is well respected to me, somebody who I love dearly. But we're gonna get into this. You can't make this up now. I said, this is my boy. So let me find a good one. Let me find. So we're gonna go with a Florida man. Florida man story, because these is the best. So Coast Guard arrests man trying to run a hamster wheel across the Atlantic Ocean.
She gotta be white. I hate to say it. Look, what?
I don't know, because they didn't say in the story. It did not say. It
Was
did
it one
not
of the ball
say.
things? Like what? What did you thinking
So
about?
check
Why
it
would
out.
you even do that?
he was trying to go somewhere. So a man from Florida was caught off the coast of Georgia, your home state, in his homemade hamster wheel, which was made out of wires and buoys, days prior to Hurricane Franklin coming up the East Coast. So Buddy was out there doing a hurricane.
But it just trying to die. That you asking for the death, like why would you be out there?
Sir, where you going? And if you see, I'm gonna have to send you the picture of it because it's literally so you know at the gym, have you ever seen it's like a dome and it's like a stretch thing? And he had these like red buoys that look like dodgeballs, and it was like some wire. And I was like, how did he not like it looked heavy? So it kind you know what it looked like? You know, remember back in because we was born in the 1900s. You remember the the I don't the jungle gym thingy
Mm-hmm.
that was shaped like a dome? It looked like that.
I don't know what people be thinking about. Yeah, you need to go to jail. I don't wish jail
And
on
so they
nobody.
they had to negotiate. They had to negotiate for a couple days, and they took him in. And I was like, oh, hmm. I I just don't know understand what like because I have questions like okay once you got to your destination like was you gonna like float back down or like how was you eating because if the wheel is
You know what?
turning like
I thought about that and I was gonna say that, but I ain't say that I had kept it because I was like, how the hell is this nigga eat? Like, how is he eating?
if it's rolling around like I don't
Is you
like
just
where was the food
all that on yourself? What? Like,
or like did it have like a bicycle pedal in there where he can like pedal it or was like the wheel like really hamster wheeling around like when he got there was he just gonna abandon it and then
just leave it there?
like leave it there and like fly home or like I have questions like these people write these stories but they don't give enough follow-ups for me.
Mm-mm.
They don't they
That'll
don't
be,
they don't give enough follow-ups for me
that'll be one of
like
them
what.
stories. And I read it, and I'm gonna just keep scrolling because it ain't gonna be something I'm gonna watch. No, I don't got time for
Well,
that.
this is my favorite segment. So I seek out these stories. So I be looking for these weird stories and I make sure that my sources is good and that it's just not a satire site. But I said, oh, like I want to know where he put it in the water. It did not say where he entered from. It just said a Florida man and he was caught off Georgia. Like there's so many details left out.
There's so many questions. Like,
I got questions. Like, did somebody have to latch you in there so that you don't fall out? Or is there a spot where you could like move through the buoys? And I have real questions.
mm-mm.
I,
I,
I
I look at him and say, "You motherfucking stupid. You stupid. You stupid."
listen,
Mm-hmm.
listen. I, I, though that's one of the stories that I'm gonna have to circle back for my end of the year episode for my follow up, like because I need to know. They be doing these follow stories, but I'm gonna have to know because did he not get dizzy?
Wasn't it hot as hell? Like,
I don't think it will be hot because I want to know.
what are you gonna do if
Like,
the shark swim up to you? Like, you have something to fight off a shark? Did you even
I
think
want
about
to. That's a good question, but I also want to know how did he know he was making forward progress?
it? Did you have a compass on him? Like, what? Like,
Like,
mhm.
because like if you going with the waves and stuff, like what happens when the waves change direction? Like, how do you know you're not going backwards? Like, It's just too many questions. And see, this right here, this story is the definition of why you need a good community around you. Because if he had a good community around him, guess
They
what?
wouldn't let his ass go
He
out there.
exactly. Ex- I mean, if you ever tried it, I'd be like, "Boy, what is wrong with you?"
Shit, I can't swim. You know, I ain't trying that. Mm-mm.
Oh God, Jesus.
Yep, Georgia can't swim. Yep, sure is. Mm-hmm.
I mean, but you from a extra little small town, so I mean, y'all wasn't near the ocean, so it's okay. I'm gonna give you a pass. I mean, I know how to swim, and I'm from the
I'm saying
Midwest.
I
So
tried. It just didn't work out. So
I told somebody I don't know how to swim professionally, but I know how to survive. I know how to not drown.
I think I do that probably for a couple minutes. I don't think it ain't gonna be for a while.
I mean,
Hey, just stay out the water. Unless it's a tub or a shower or
you
maybe
know
three
what?
feet, 4 feet in the pool or some shit like that.
You know what? It only takes 6 inches of water to drown.
Look, see, here you go.
I'm just saying. Just I'm just
Well, hopefully I ain't nowhere near 6 inches of getting hurt to where I can't move and it's 6 inches of water and I drown. Shit, I'm gonna try to drink the hell out of this shit first. Shit. One way, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, but hey, I ain't gonna die
so
just
you
not.
rather so instead of drowning, you're gonna die from hydrocephalus
I
because
don't
you
know. I'm
gonna
gonna
have
try.
too much
Look,
water. You know
hey,
what? You being irrational. Anytime it might be your smoke break. I might have held you too long. It might be time for you to smoke.
nah, I smoke before I got on.
I figured you would. But let but let us get into the last segment, y'all. So the last segment, y'all know I have my lyric of the week, and since we're talking about community, this song has been heavy in rotation with me. I love this song, and as soon as I heard it, I'm like, this has got to be a lyric of the week. Rod Wave, call your friends. Very good, touching song. The song is about how he's doing nothing, and you know people never call unless they want something, and call your friends and see how they doing. If I ever cross your mind, just pick up the phone and call me or text me and ask me how I'm doing, because I'll send crazy messages to my friends. And like if you cross my mind, I just want to know you're okay. That's just the type of person I am. We at the end of the show. I want to thank my bestie Tarvis for coming on through.
Appreciate
It's
it.
not
Appreciate
gonna
it.
be your first time, and it's not gonna be your last time. The people
Hey,
gonna get to
we
see
can
you.
run it back. We can run it back.
Oh, we're definitely gonna run it back. But next time we run it back, we're probably gonna be in a studio. Um,
Facts.
so we be together. Oh my god, that's gonna be terrible.
That's gonna be good.
That's
No,
gonna
that's
be
gonna be good.
that's gonna be terrible. Cause a 30-45 minute episode is gonna probably turn into like a 2 hour episode that I'm gonna have to turn into 3 parts. Cause this one is slated. I always do my estimated time. This one was slated for 32 minutes. We at 48. But it's okay because it's genuine conversation. But to everybody out there, thank you for the support. And I catch y'all next week on next week's episode. Bye.